FNMs. I brought you back Shivago Lang, and I want you to send him back to me as the MP for Fort Charlotte. I now live in Fort Charlotte. There are 5 of us in my house re-voting FNM. Before I get started, let me just say this. On Saturday night, that's a couple nights from now, we're going to be in Exuma. That's on the 3rd of March. On Monday night, we're going to be in Long Island. In Exuma, we're going to be at Fenton Moore. Monday, we're going to be at Loretta Butler Turner in Long Island. Thursday night, we're going to be back here in Nassau in Golden Gate, and we're taking Shane Gibson out. On Saturday, the 10th of March, we're going to be in Central and South Lutra, and I want you to know, South Lutra and Central Lutra will be FNM next time. And on Thursday, the 15th of March, we're going to be in Marsh Harbor, Abaco. Abaco is FNM. And on Saturday, the 17th of March, we'll be in Grand Bahama, in Russelltown and Martintown. And you know, Grand Bahama is FNM. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me be clear about something. I continue to seek out young people to be involved in the political process in the Bahamas. That's why I selected, and the FNM selected Shivago Lang back in 1997, and I thank you for electing him. He was the same age I was when Pinland selected me, 29 years of age.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. I saw in him that he had potential. I continue to see in him that he has potential. When the FNM was defeated in 2002, he returned to Freeport. In 2007, the constituents of Marco City convinced us that Shivago was the one person who could win that seat in the face of a very popular member of parliament from the other party. We prevailed upon him to re-enter the political front line. I know he was very nonchalant about it, but we worked very hard to convince Shivago to come back in 2007. He agreed, and we won. We continue to want to bring into the FNM young people, those dedicated to the healthy formation of young people. That's why we have decided to make Norris Bain our man in Marco City. Norris is a devoted Christian, a school principal, a sports coach, who's made his life about developing the talents of young people. And he willingly agreed in the case of Norris, in the case of Shivago, he willingly agreed to return to Fort Charlotte. It was not easy to tell Shivago that we really wanted him to come back to Nassau, you know. He was comfortable in Grand Bahama. He was doing well. He could win, he would win. But we had to make some choices. We had to deploy our team. And I wanted Fort Charlotte back in the FNM fold. And I wanted to kill two birds with one stone. Keep Marco City, pick up Fort Charlotte, make Fort Charlotte turn away from yellow and make it red. So that you know, we're going to win all 5 seats in Grand Bahama. You take that from me.
Color red is on the move.
No, we're going to win all 5. Obi Vilchcombe is spending his last days in the House of Assembly right now.
Color red.
I saw him the other night down at the basketball tournament, the Hugh Campbell, where my wife's school, C.C. Sweeten Senior, won the championship. And he stayed the whole time. I said, boy, politics is something else. Notwithstanding, oh, be gone next time. Now, you know, I've heard some whining and complaining about the opening of a national stadium from the other side. And here it was, I thought everybody would be happy for the Bahamian people. How many of you went to the stadium opening? You enjoyed it? I told you before, what's good for you is bad for the PLP. They boycotted the opening of the stadium because they were not the center of attraction. They're very petty people, you know. And I told you before that, you know, my friend Perry Christie is a master of ceremonies. He likes to preside at ceremonies. He vexed because he couldn't be the master of ceremonies for the stadium opening. And he doesn't like hard work. If he liked hard work, the stadium would have been designed, built, and opened long before now. But time and tide wait for no man or woman. On Saturday past, the world marked the manner of our bearing here at the grand opening of the Thomas Robinson Stadium. We gathered there in the tens of thousands, and some of us sat in the front of our televisions to watch live the biggest national event since independence. I did wish we had a song like the one Priscilla Rollins did for independence. Remember, Independence morning, like a baby born. And on Saturday past, it felt like a new baby was born in the Bahamas. It felt like the beginning of a new day for sports and a new day for our young people here in the Bahamas. The Bahamas is on the map in terms of sports. Our record at the Olympics, at the World Championship, at CAC Games, and Carifta speak for itself. With the opening of a new stadium, the Bahamas is now on the map in terms of sports tourism. To make the Bahamas an even more world-class sports tourism destination, we will develop a Sports Tourism Encouragement Act in our next term in office. And we are becoming increasingly confident that the Bahamian people are going to vote us back in office next time. And the more sure FNMs become, the more desperate the PLP will become. And you watch them. They're going to be very desperate. And they're going to get very nasty. And you know, well, tit for tat, butter for fat. I ain't picking no fight and I ain't ducking no blows. The new Tourism Act will provide incentives to Bahamians and international persons in the further advancement of the Bahamas as a first-class sports tourism destination. You know, I came away from the opening of the stadium with all kinds of feelings. But maybe the two most powerful feelings I had was pride and hope for the future. For even amongst our national challenges, and we have many, all of us were reminded that when Bahamians put their hearts and heads together, we can overcome many challenges. And overcome we will. We are recovering from this economic global recession. We also meet and beat back the criminal elements who seek to destroy our way of life. I looked in the faces of the thousands of young people at the opening of the stadium and saw a bright future. I could see hope in their faces. I felt the courage and determination in their spirit, not fear. I could hear in their cheers their pride in being Bahamian. We must honor their hopes and their determination and be trustworthy of their pride and their courage. Some young people make poor choices, but they are a very small minority of young people. the majority of our young people are headed in the right direction. And we want to ensure that the majority of young Bahamians have every opportunity our country can afford them to realize their goals and ambitions and make life better for themselves. Young people of the Bahamas, let me talk to you directly for a few minutes. I wasn't born into money and privilege. In fact, I grew up very poor. Poor in material wealth, but not poor in spirit. In fact, what they call poor nowadays is a joke. I was a big boy, 11 years of age, before I went to school with tennis on my feet. I went in barefoot. I was a recipient and beneficiary of the pauper ration which the Red Cross used to give to the poor in the islands. Carnation milk and water. That was our breakfast in the morning. I know what a hard time is. But my grandmother believed in me very much. And she made me believe in myself. And I was blessed, as you are, to be born in a country called the Bahamas. A country where if your pa is a bum, you could become a prime minister. I love my country for many reasons. One of the reasons I love it most is because it has been very good to me. You, the Bahamian people, have given me every opportunity I could ever dream of as a boy. In fact, as a boy, unlike Perry Christie, who said that he always wanted to be prime minister, that thought never entered this big head of mine. I couldn't dare dream that high. That was a ladder I couldn't dare climb. You made me what I am, and I thank you very much for it. I want every Bahamian child to have the opportunities I had. And I believe it is our responsibility to make things better for the next generation. That's why I and my party are dedicated to creating an opportunity society, beginning with growing opportunities for young Bahamians. And that's why we put at the top of the agenda of the FNM, expanding and improving educational facilities for Bahamian young people, hiring additional teachers, getting better tuition materials, and training more Bahamians to become teachers. That is why we have made it possible, we the FNM have made it possible, that any young Bahamian from any school in the Bahamas, leaving high school, who meets the standard for entry into the College of Bahamas can do so free of charge. And that is why the next FNM government will provide rental assistance for Family Island students who meet the standards, who cannot be accommodated in the dorms at the college, and who are unable to attend college because they can't afford to pay the cost of room and board. You know, I see a bunch of PLP posters all around the place saying they believe in young people. I certainly wish they'd acted like that and they had in fact believed in young people when they were in office the last time. Had they believed in young people, they would have spent some of the $800 million they borrowed during their last term in office on you, improving your schools, improving skills training available on you, and making way for more of you to attend COB. You know, when they were in office, and I give you these facts, when they were in office, the Christie government granted over a period of 5 years, $5.1 million in scholarships for young Bahamians to attend COB. These are the people who believe in young people. These are the people who believe in the Bahamas, they say. $5.1 million in scholarships for young Bahamians to go to COB in 5 years. Over the past, dead serious, over the past 4.5 years, this FNM government has given $25.7 million in scholarships to young people to go to the College of Bahamas. times as much. 5 times as much. That, in a nutshell, tells you the difference between us and them. And that is, in a nutshell, tells you who believes in you and who support the young people of the Bahamas. If they believe in the young people so much, why did they put the money where their mouth is? We've also invested millions of dollars. I invested more than $25 million in our 52-week National Jobs Readiness and Skills Training Program. Now I understand that some people from the other side, in places like Anagua, Cat Island, Acklands, Crooked Island, and elsewhere, are busy telling lies about the program. They want to convince the participants that the program of 52 weeks will end in June this year. That's a lie. It's untrue and simply propaganda. So I want all those people to take it from me, the author of the program. Each person engaged in the program is engaged for 52 weeks. If you commence work in October last year, you'll complete your 52 weeks in October this year. If you start in February this year, 2012, you'll complete your engagement in February 2013. 52 weeks is what you would get, because that's the deal. We say we remain, and we mean what we say. We are proud of our record in delivering for young people in the Bahamas. We are also the party that looks to the future. In our next term, we want to make even more opportunities available to young Bahamians. That's why we're going to launch the Bahamas Youth Corps. That Youth Corps will provide for young people between 18 and 25 to earn funds for further schooling, college, or start a business. And when we promise you something, you can take it to the bank. Because as our record shows, we deliver. Fort Charlotte, FNM's fellow Bahamians. My greatest priority at the moment is the safety and security of the Bahamian people. We in the FNM are tough on crime and tough on the cost of crime. And over the next ensuing weeks, we will identify for you a number of reasons why you can't trust the PLP to deal with the question of crime. We'll also identify and enumerate for you many of the reasons why some of the problems we have today are known to the PLP. Because many of our problems started a long time ago. It didn't just spring up yesterday. It's not a problem we can eliminate today. It is going to take time, because it took time for it to happen, and it's going to take time to be rid of it. We are improving road safety through new and refurbished roads. We are doing so through new traffic lights, modern traffic laws, and vigorous enforcement of those laws. The police are out in full force nowadays, enforcing our traffic laws. And that has 3 main purposes. We have far more policemen on the street nowadays than you ever saw before. In fact, you know, one of the things the PLP did that was very wrong for the Bahamas. When we left office, when I left office in May of 2002, there were 1,540 constables on the force. You know, constables are the ones who walk the beat, because these khaki people don't walk no beat. They are the ones who help to prevent crime, because they have a presence in the community. I left 1,540. When I came back, I'm at 1,037. I'm at 1,037. Where they gone? They put billet on all their shoulders. And as you get billet, you stay in the office. You don't want to go on the street no more. It's going to take us a long time to get the police back where it's supposed to be. I told Tommy Turnquest and the Commissioner of Police that, you know, there's been no promotion other than a few at the assistant superintendent and superintendent level, that the number of promotions they're doing now is very high, but there ain't been none in 5 years. But I also told them that we have to systematically stand firm and restructure the force to return the police force back to where it is supposed to be. You cannot have too many Indians, no, too few Indians, and a gang of chiefs. And so, at the feet of Mr. Christie, they had 10 or 11 assistant commissioners of police. 10 or 11. We spent thousands of your dollars to do a report on a new structure for the police force in 1999. We now have 5. Bell is one of them who gone. I understand his concern, but we didn't need no bell. I can ring a bell soon. In order to talk about the bell, you know, I saw Lil Brave Davis the other night with a bell. Only one man can ring the bell. I don't know why these people don't stop pretending to be what they ain't. Get your hand up, bell. Keep your hand up, bell, Brave. We got the bell. Little Brave, I mean. We are seeking to undo much of what was done in the 5 years the PLP was in office. Believe you me, we went back in many, many ways. Went backwards. It is not in the interest of the Bahamas for them to come back to office. It is in the public interest of the Bahamas for them to stay out. Keep them out. We are beginning at the very bottom. We are beginning to enforce our traffic laws. First of all, it saves lives and prevents serious injury. Secondly, you'll be surprised by how enforcing traffic laws also help to fight crime in terms of things like guns, illegal drugs, and locating people outstanding warrants. The third point is we had to fight against lawlessness and breaking the law at every level in this society. Fighting crime requires the comprehensive approach that we are following. Reversing the tolerance for other crimes includes less tolerance for small things. This includes things like running the red light, driving the back light out, or ignoring the speed limit. I'm still trying to understand why we are so happy to abide by the traffic laws when we go to Miami, but so many of us ignore our own traffic laws as if it doesn't exist. We can do better. We are spending plenty of your money building the best roads in this region. So if you throw garbage on the road, you can get fined. Same goes for rubbish falling off the back of these trucks. And I want to put those cement trucks on notice. Stop spilling cement on our roads, please. Now, you know, somebody can say, well, instead of him talking about murders, you're talking about who break traffic laws. The police should be dealing with serious matters. Well, stop talking foolishness. If you ever do two things at the same time. That's why even in tough times, when other countries laying off police officers, we hired over 200 police officers. We have a comprehensive and strategic plan to combat crime, as well as the conditions which give rise to it. Christie and them have a plan that they call a crime plan. But what they do have, in fact, is a crime brochure. They have TV commercials about crime. That's all they got. We know the PLP don't have the kind of tough and decisive leadership or clean hands needed to fight crime. And you really believe that the party, late again, can do quickly, much less something they like to call swift justice. Let's talk seriously about crime. To turn around serious crime, things must be done at the same time. First, you start to address the small things that made our city less livable. You crack down on people breaking traffic laws. You find more people littering. You start fixing street lights. Small things like the name of your street reduce the time it takes for an ambulance to get to your house. A small thing like a number on your house can speed up the response time by the police or BEC in case of emergency. We deliver small things and we also deliver big things. We continue joint operations with the United States and others. We are targeting crime hotspots through targeted manpower. We are also deploying advanced technology, including sophisticated computer systems and software to track and strike at hotspots. We're expanding CCTV network. This will be the most comprehensive expansion of crime-fighting technology in our nation's history. Tommy told you about the mobile strike forces vehicle, which are on call 24/7. They are fully equipped with mobile police stations, each with the capacity for video recording. They can see plenty of things, I tell you that. Flat screen viewing screens, specialized recording equipment, and high-tech police lighting, siren, public address system. And they can be in neighborhoods, hotspots. They can see plenty of things. We know it takes more than crime-fighting tools and technology to fight crime, but we also know that the fight against crime will not succeed without them. Yes, we'll do everything in our power to provide alternatives to those who may be minded to criminal behavior. We are working through our schools and in our communities to promote peaceful settlements of disputes, to encourage and support greater involvement and volunteerism in our community, and to discourage and seek to correct bad behaviors. But let me be clear. Anyone who got a mind to thief and kill and do serious crime, you can feel the weight of the law. Papa got a soft heart for those who are looking for opportunity and a chance in life. But I got some hard hands when dealing with them who got hard heads and criminal minds. And if they can't hear, they can feel. So mothers, don't bother to call me to complain. Train the child while he is young, so he will not depart from the way. But you can't fight crime and a culture of criminality if you turn a blind eye to a culture of corruption in your own party. You can't fight crime if you are taking money from sources who made that money illegally. Fort Charlotte. Our goal is to improve the quality of life for our people. That's why we are improving our public infrastructure and beautifying our surroundings. These contribute towards creation of peace-loving communities. You are to be near to some of the best recreational spaces in New Providence. There's going to be the new Sanders Beach Park, which includes a play area for children. Some of the beach is washed away over the years. We're going to restore it and make it better than ever been before. Sanders Beach will now extend from the entrance into the Grove Avenue, the dual carriageway, straight on up to Reynolds House, the pink building. The project is for the physical advancement and enlargement of Sanders Beach. It will include better protection of the coastline and the installation of sand fencing to protect the refurbished beaches. On Monday, Easter Monday, we are inviting all FNMs to come to Montague Beach all day. Bring your children. We're going to have a wonderful time. Thereafter, any number can play. Come out. Come out Easter Monday. Oh, we're that color red. Oh, we're the, even get some red bathing suits.
Color red, color red, color red, color red. It's on the move. Color red, it's on the move.
Don't forget, Easter Monday, we're calling all FNMs. All.
Color red, it's on the move.
We want to paint this town red.
Color red, it's on the move.
Fort Charlotte, Chicago knows you. I asked him to return to Fort Charlotte. I want to live in an FNM constituency. I've always lived in Delaport. We always voted FNM down here. I am now in your constituency. Come with me. Red.
Color red, it's on the move. Color red, it's on the move.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Chivago is now an experienced young man. He's now 44. He was 29. He's 29 when you elected him the first time. He's also a young man who leads by example. He is also an excellent role model for the young people of Fort Charlotte. Anybody in Fort Charlotte, anybody in the Bahamas can say, listen, boy, when you grow up, I want you to be like Vago. He is an exceptionally decent young man, very bright, very smart, committed, devoted. Oh, very much a family man. Very much a family man. Not corrupted by the political set. Uncorrupted. A good family man. We salute you. I need him for his book learning, for his common sense, for his real life experience, for his decency, for his hard work, for his devotion, his commitment. I need him, Fort Charlotte. I ask you to give me that young man. He is my man. He is the FNM man. Make him your man. Thank you and good night.